We're going to go ahead and have a seat like we usually do so that we can check in with our bodies this morning. So as you find your nice, straight, aligned spine, just take a deep breath in through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. And just kind of settle into your skin for a moment. Just kind of notice anywhere you might be feeling anything different. Notice the spots that are very familiar as well. Start to breathe a little deeper and slower, Ujjayi breathing if you can. Notice any thought patterns, any emotions. Notice what your energy level is like this morning. And then let's bring palms together in front of the heart. Just pause for a moment and set your personal intention for your practice today. When you're clear on your intention, deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Relax your hands down onto your knees or thighs. Make sure that you have a really straight spine. So before we begin moving, we're actually going to do one round of Kapalabhati breathing, stimulating abdominal area, stimulating some internal heat, stimulating solar energy. So this is all through the nose. Just a reminder, vigorous pumping of the abdomen. Take a deep breath in. Breathe all of your air out through your nose. Take another deep breath in. This time, breathe half of your air out through your nose and begin. Take a big inhale, raise your arms overhead, spread your fingers. Exhale, hands down, and just come to standing at the front of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Get rooted, get grounded, feel your feet, lengthen your spine, extend your fingers slightly. Inhale, reach the arms up, spread your fingers, lift your chest, look up if that feels okay with your neck. Hold this for 2 more breaths. On your next exhale, bend the knees slightly and fold forward to just dangle in your ragdoll, just hang. Make sure your neck is relaxed, the head is just heavy, helping draw some length into your spine. And then we're going to bring the fingertips to the mat, look up and lengthen the spine, and then back down. So we're going to step back with our left foot. We've got a right foot forward lunge. Just hold your lunge for a moment. Bend your left knee. Bring the arms up and overhead. Let your pelvis tilt. Let the hips move forward. We're just going to open up the front of that left hip a little bit. Get the body nice and awake this morning. Palms together, rotate to the right, coming into your prayer twist. If you're able, if your back doesn't like it, then you can just keep your palms in front of your chest without doing the lean. Take one more breath here. Let's bring both hands down inside the right foot. Keep your left knee down right now. Bring left forearm down and maybe the right. Remember, you can use a block here if you like. Keep your left forearm down, take your right hand to the ceiling. Hands on either side of the right foot, extend your right leg. Let's get into the right hamstring. If you flex your ankle and toes, remember from Monday's class, you can get into your calf a little bit. And from here, we're going to step back into plank position. Hold your plank for a couple of breaths. And then this first time down, let's go ahead and just lower all the way down to the stomach. Let the forearms slide forward. Big toes touch, but heels separate. Draw some length into your spine and Sphinx. And then downward facing dog. After you've had a moment to do any movements that you need in your first down dog, really connect all 4 points to the earth. Palms of the hands, soles of the feet, and then reach your tailbone for the sky. Step forward with your left foot. And then from here, we're going to drop right knee down, raise the arms up and overhead. Pelvis is tilting. We're opening up front of the right hip. Palms together, prayer twist to the left if you can. We're going to bring both hands down inside the left foot. See if you can come onto the right forearm, maybe both. Keep the right forearm down, take your left hand to the ceiling. Hands on either side of the left foot. Fully extend your left leg and extend your spine. Make sure you're dorsiflexing left ankle and toes. Step forward to your standing forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. As you exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, back down. Step back with your right leg this time. If you can, hold a high lunge. Modify if you need to. Otherwise, we're going to bring the arms up and overhead. Pelvis tilts. We allow the hips to drop a little. If you're able, we're prayer twisting to the left. Both hands down inside your left foot. Maybe you can come onto your right forearm, maybe both. Hands on either side of the left foot, gaze forward, begin to extend your left leg. Remember, it doesn't matter if your left leg goes straight. You want to try and keep your spine lengthening. So if you find yourself needing to slide your hands back or hunch and round your back, simply keep a bend in the left knee. As long as you're feeling something in your left hamstring, the back of the left thigh, you're good. That's all you need. From here, we're going to step back to plank. Hold your plank for another breath. Now, if you need to modify a chaturanga, drop to the knees. It's a great way to learn to hold yourself. But what we're going to do is lower down and hold for a 3 count. 3, 2, 1. Come into either upward facing dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Lengthen and ground. Right foot steps forward. Again, if you need to modify any of this, please do. Otherwise, we're going to hold a high lunge. Come on up. Pardon me. Arms are up and overhead. Pelvis is sinking. If you can, let's go ahead and transition into a prayer twist lunge. From here, we're going to take both hands down inside the right foot. Come onto the left forearm, perhaps both. And then hands on either side of the right foot, gaze forward and begin to straighten your right leg. Step forward to a standing forward bend. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. And then back down. Step back with your left foot. If you can, come back up into your high lunge. Take just your left hand to the ground, right hand towards the ceiling. Now, as we come out of this, we're going to be coming all the way into a warrior two. So as you come up, spin your left heel flat, arms extend out to the sides. Reverse your warrior, left hand on your left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Make sure that right knee stays aligned over the second toe. Come all the way up. See if you can take your right hand to the outside of your right foot or ankle, left hand towards the ceiling, and then all the way up and overhead for a nice deep side angle. Now, please honor your hamstrings, but if you can, just begin to straighten the right leg. Maybe you can wind up in a fully extended triangle. Maybe you're not there yet. That's okay. One more breath. Come all the way back up into your warrior two. And then we're going to transition back into that high lunge. Arms are up and overhead. Back on the left toes. From here, hands to the mat, step back. Take a full-on vinyasa. When you get to downward facing dog, ground through all 4 points. Left foot forward. Come on up, high lunge. From your high lunge, right hand to the ground, left hand to the ceiling. Just like we did on the other side, as we come out of this, we're going to come all the way out into warrior two. So right heel spins flat, arms are out to the side. Right hand on right thigh, reverse your warrior. Make sure you're keeping your left knee aligned. And we're going to come on up, take the left hand to the outside of the left foot or ankle, right hand to the ceiling, and then up and overhead. Nice deep side angle. Modify if you need to, of course. Begin to extend left leg. It's okay if it doesn't go all the way straight. If it does, you're in an extended triangle. If it doesn't, it's okay. Good. Come all the way back up into your warrior two. Rotate back around, high lunge. And then hands to the mat, take your vinyasa. Pardon me. From this downward facing dog, I want you to either walk or jump forward to a standing forward bend. Inhale and reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. So we're going to work a little bit with half moon today. This is your first round, your practice round. And we're going to insert it in a flow in a moment. So let's start on the right foot. Remember that when you lean down, and it's fine to use a block here to extend your arm or bring the ground up to you, as the case may be. Your right hand or block should be torso distance in front of the right foot and ever so slightly to the right, ever so slightly. Your right thumb should align with your right little toe, okay? So here we go. We want to keep the spine straight as much as possible. Extend the left leg straight out. Begin to rotate the chest open. If you can, left hand reaches for the ceiling. Let's go ahead and come on up from that. And we're going to go for the other side. Same thing applies. Left thumb or the inner edge of your block would align with your left little toe. Right leg extends parallel to the floor. Right arm reaches for the ceiling. The chest is rolling open as much as possible. Come all the way out of that. Bring your feet together and your palms together at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale and look up, and then exhale back down. You can either walk or jump back to plank. Take a vinyasa. Make sure you feel very grounded and rooted in your downward facing dog so that you can maintain that sensation as we go through this next series of flows. So you're going to take your right foot forward. Come on up into your high lunge. From your high lunge, I want you to rotate open in a warrior two. Left foot spins flat. Arms are out to the side. Reverse your warrior. As we come up, we're going to transition into our half moon. So you're just going to take that right hand to the ground, left leg extends, left hand towards the ceiling. Now here's the fun and tricky part. When you come out of this, we're coming into our high lunge. Left toes down, arms are up and overhead. Palms together, prayer twist lunge. Hands to the mat. Take your vinyasa. Step forward with your left foot. Come on up, high lunge. From here, we transition into our warrior two. Right heel spins flat, arms are out to the side. Right hand, right thigh, reverse your warrior. Reach that left arm up and over. From here, we transition into our half moon. Take left hand to the ground, right hand to the ceiling, right leg parallel to the floor if you can. Now, as we come out of this high lunge, arms are up and overhead. Take your hands to the mat, take your vinyasa. From here, you can either walk or jump forward, standing forward bend. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Bring your feet all the way together. Inhale, reach your arms up, and as you exhale, drop your tailbone down and lift your heart. Utkatasana. Bring your palms together. Prayer twist to your left, right elbow outside, left knee or thigh. Look up over that left shoulder. Step back with your right leg, prayer twist lunge. Come up from this, warrior two. How are those transitions going? Hope you're liking this. Right hand, right thigh, left arm up and over. Come on back up, extend your left leg, take a full-on triangle pose, lengthen out. So if you didn't get it before when I had you do it in an extended version, you can get it now. Make sure your spine feels long. Both legs are straight, both arms are straight, you're aligned over your left thigh. Come all the way back up, warrior two. Transition into a high lunge. Hands to the mat, take a vinyasa. From this downward facing dog, you can either walk or jump forward, standing forward, bend, make sure your feet are completely together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, drop your tailbone back. Squeeze the thighs together, lift the chest, Utkatasana. Palms together. Prayer twist to your right this time. Step your left leg back. Prayer twist lunge. Transition into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Come back up, straighten your right leg, find traditional triangle this morning. Come all the way back up. Transition into your high lunge. Take those hands down, step back to plank, and take your vinyasa. Remember to really ground through the hands and the feet. From this downward facing dog, you can either walk or jump forward, standing forward bend. Make sure your feet are together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. We're gonna have some fun now. I want you to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, drop your tailbone, Utkatasana. Palms together in front of the heart. We're gonna prayer twist to the right. Then I want you to step your left leg back. Prayer twist lunge. So here's your fun. If you can, left leg lifts off the ground. Put your left foot back down, back into your high lunge. Transition into warrior two. Left hand, left thigh, reverse warrior. Come back up, right hand inside, right foot, left arm up and over, side angle. Begin to extend right leg, extended triangle. Come all the way back up, warrior two. High lunge. Hands to the mat, vinyasa. Make sure you're grounding with every downward facing dog. You can see why. You need your connection to the earth when you do these balance poses. From here, you may either walk or jump forward, standing forward bend, feet together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tailbone drops, Utkatasana. Palms together in front of the heart. Prayer twist to your left. Right leg steps back, prayer twist, lunge. And then just see if you can extend right leg up off the ground. Right foot back down, coming up into your high lunge. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Coming back up, left hand inside left foot or ankle. Nice deep side angle, right arm reaches up and over. Begin to straighten that left leg. Come back up into your warrior two. Back into your high lunge. And then bring the hands down, step it back to plank, and take a vinyasa. From this down dog, you can either walk or jump forward, standing forward bend. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, palms together. So we're going to turn sideways and just take a moderate step, not super wide. Feet can rotate out. Knees are going to bend, hands on thighs. Lift your chest. You should feel like lots of length in your abdomen. We're going to do a round of Kapalabhati breathing here. Take a deep breath in. Breathe half of your air out and begin. Big inhale, arms up. Straighten the legs. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, bring them into a 90-degree angle, squeezing elbows back and slightly down. Bend your knees, press them out to the side. Quick round of 30 Kapalabhati breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe half of your air out and begin. Inhale up. Exhale, roll your shoulders back. Come back to the front of the mat. Bring your feet together. Bring your palms together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. And exhale, back down. You can either walk or jump back to your plank and take your final vinyasa. take a moment and really lengthen out and ground through your downward facing dog. You can either walk or jump forward and have a seat with your legs extended for Dandasana. Just pause for a moment here in staff pose, checking in. First of all, you should feel more energy in your body. You should feel warmer. We are actually trying to stimulate some solar energy. So you should be more alert and awake now. See if that feels true for you. See if it feels true that maybe you're a little warmer. Inhale the arms up, and as you exhale, just extend out over both legs. Shoulders should be relaxed down the back. And then we're going to come on up from that. We're going to keep the right leg straight. I want you to bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Lean out over your right leg. Come on up from that. Just pick your left knee up. You can either hug it with the right arm or bring the right arm outside of it. We're going to twist to the left. So your left arm is behind you. Lift your chest. Rotate to your left. You want to feel some abdominal compression here. Straight spine, relaxed shoulders. Now we're just going to unwind for a moment. Keep your legs just like they are. Do a gentle twist to the right. You can just have your left hand on the outside of your right thigh or knee, because then we're going to deepen the twist. Rotate back around. Bring your left foot across your thigh with the left foot flat, and go ahead and bend your right knee so it's back beside your left buttock, which may have just lifted into the air, and that's fine. We're going to twist to the left again, trying to get even more compression in the midsection. So when you come into this half Lord of the Fishes pose, you can get a really deep squeeze in your midsection if you try. So that's what I want you to search for. We'll take a few breaths here. As you unwind, just bring the soles of the feet together. Hands right behind your backside. Lift your chest for a nice straight spine. Press the knees out to the side and down towards the earth. And then you can just extend your left leg. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Lean out of your left leg. Come on up from that and just pick your right knee up. So the right foot is still inside the left thigh. Right knee is pointing at the ceiling. Right hand is behind you. You're either hugging the right knee or bringing the left arm outside of it. So we're lifting the chest, twisting to look over right shoulder. So this is like your warm-up twist, right? You want to feel compression in the abdomen. You also want to feel a straight spine and relaxed shoulders. This will remind you what to do the next time we come back around and twist deeper. So let's rotate to the left now. Just keep your legs like they are. Left hand behind you, kind of unwind for a moment, twisting to the left. And then come back around. We're going to pick the right foot up and bring it across the left thigh. Make sure the right foot stays flat. Bring your left foot back beside your right glute. Remember, it's okay if it lifts. Right hand behind you, and again, we're twisting to the right, trying to get deeper twist, deeper sense of squeezing or wringing out in the midsection. As you unwind, yet again, bring the soles of the feet together, but slide them way out in front of you. Clasp your ankles or the arches of your feet and just kind of nestle your rib cage down between your thighs. You should feel this gently, subtly in the sacrum. If your outer hips are tight, you might feel it there as well. Let's take a couple of breaths. Come on up from that. Extend your legs out. Give them a good wiggle. We're going to take the legs into a nice wide V. Make sure you're on your sit bones. Before we lean forward, we're just going to do a little twisting here. But for this one, you want to keep your spine upright as much as possible. We're going to twist to the left first. I want you to put your right hand dead center in the middle of the floor in front of you. Your left hand dead center behind you. Lift the chest and rotate to your left. Keep your feet active, by the way. Don't let the legs roll. And then we're just going to switch sides. Rotate to your right. Keep those legs active. And then we're going to come back to the center. Now you're going to go ahead and extend your heart forward. Take a few breaths here. After this, you get to roll onto your back. We're going to go ahead and come on up from this. Bring the legs together. Give them a little wiggle. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees in. Feel free to rock side to side if you need to. And then we're going to come into twisted root. Two variations of it. This is an anaphorist deep transversus abdominis exercise. I want you to very tightly cross your right thigh over your left thigh. If you can do the little foot wrap, you're welcome to do that. We want our calves parallel to the ground. We're going to start with our fingers interlaced behind our neck and our elbows pointing at the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Flatten your back. Exhale. Crunch up towards your thighs, but squeeze your thighs together and empty your lungs. Inhale down. Hold the breath, flatten the back, exhale and crunch. One more time, inhale down. Hold the breath, flatten the back, exhale, crunch. Now I want you to put your head back down and keep your head on the mat. Very important, the head stays down. Legs are still up. One hand on top of the other, dead center in the middle of your right thigh. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath and flatten the back. Now exhale, push against your thighs while you're squeezing them together, but don't let them move. You want to keep your back flat, empty your lungs. Inhale, release. Hold the breath, flatten the back, exhale, and press, 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 press. And release. If you can, keep your thighs crossed, but put your left foot back down on the mat. Right arm opens out to the right. And we twist to the left. Now, if this is too much on the low back, you can uncross your legs and that will relieve some of the pressure. Take a few breaths, just relaxing in your spinal twist. On your next inhale, bring your legs back up. If your knees are crossed, keep them that way. Pick your left foot up off the mat. Draw two big circles in each direction in the air with your knees. And then you can just uncross your legs, hug the knees in, and rock side to side. We're going to do all that fun stuff on the other side, beginning with twisted roots. So take your left thigh tightly over your right thigh. Again, if you want to do the foot wrap, that's cool. You don't have to. Legs are going to be in the air. Hands are behind the neck. The elbows point up. So here we go. Big inhale. Hold the breath, flatten the back, exhale, crunch towards your thighs, squeezing thighs together, emptying your lungs completely. Inhale down. Hold the breath, flatten the back, exhale, crunch. One more like this, inhale down. Hold the breath, flatten the back, exhale, crunch, elbows towards thighs, empty your lungs. Keep your legs up, put your head down and keep it down. One hand on top of the other, dead center in the middle of your left thigh. Legs are still in the air, head stays on the mat. Breathe in. Hold your breath, flatten your back, exhale, push against your left thigh, but don't let it move. Keep your back flat, squeeze your thighs, empty your lungs. Inhale, release. Hold the breath, flatten the back, exhale, press, 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 and release. If you can, you're gonna put your right foot back down on the mat, drop both knees to the right, and allow your left arm to open out to the left. So again, if this is too much on the back, you can uncross the legs. Otherwise, keeping that left thigh tightly crossed over the right, and then just relaxing. On your next inhale, bring your legs back up. If they're crossed, keep them crossed. Pick your right foot up. Let's draw two big circles in the air in each direction with our knees. And then you can uncross your legs, hug them in, and rock side to side. So my suggestion for your inversion today is shoulder stand. If you can do any variation of that, even if it means putting a block under your hips. If you can, you want to try and get your legs relatively vertical. If you're good with it and you have a healthy neck and shoulders, maybe even your whole body is vertical. If that doesn't work for you, please feel free to just do legs up the wall, or if you need to, bridge pose. But we're going to stay in it for about 6 slow, deep breaths. So as best you can, do a variation of shoulder stand if possible. Off we go. On your next exhale, just slowly coming out of that. Hug your knees, rock side to side. And then I want you to grab the outside edges of your feet and wiggle around a little bit in happy baby. Just kind of explore. See what needs to happen here. Any other movements that you need to do that you might not have gotten in class, this is a great time to throw those in. You've got a few breaths. When you feel like you're ready, you can place your feet on the mat. Just have your ankles and knees together. Let's do a few of those gentle hip rolls to just kind of start settling things down. So when you exhale, both knees drop to one side. When you inhale, they come back up. And when you exhale, they go the other way. So you're just rolling your hips in time to your breathing. The next time that your knees come up towards the ceiling, just allow the knees to drop in opposite directions. So you've got the soles of the feet together and your knees have dropped open to either side. Take a deep breath in, flatten your low back, exhaling slowly as you hold that posterior pelvic tilt, meaning you're continuing to breathe while you're pushing your low back into the mat. So you're trying to take out any curvature of the spine. Next time you exhale, you're just going to relax and let the curvature return. One more time, inhale, flatten the back. And then exhale and release and begin to extend your legs. Separate your feet, make sure your glutes are relaxed. You might want to wiggle those legs a little bit, make sure everything is soft. So the feet, the ankles, the knees, the thighs, your glutes, we've already checked in with. Then you're going to lengthen your spine and relax your shoulders. Let your hands find a comfortable angle below the shoulders with the palms facing up and the fingers relax. Lengthen your neck. Soften your jaw, close your eyes, allow your forehead to just smooth out. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. Allow your body to let go. Just completely relax here. And it may take a few breaths, and you may have to give yourself permission to relax. So you had a somewhat rigorous practice this morning. It was a solar energy practice because we have a full moon arriving on Friday. So it's nice to counteract the astral energies as well as our physical energies. We are all a mixture of both solar and lunar energies, male and female energies. Hot and cold, light and dark, any opposites that you can think of, we are all of those. And we usually reside somewhere on a continuum between the two. And that changes regularly. Every day it's different. Sometimes every hour it's different. So it's kind of nice to get used to feeling how those different energies manifest in us, being able to sense the difference between solar, male, yang energy and lunar, female, yin energy. This pose, Shavasana, really embodies the latter, the softer, more lunar energy. And so you can see even in our yoga practice, it's a balance of energies. We have a solar practice, we have a lunar relaxation. So as you lie in Shavasana today, I simply want you to stay aware. Just try and be in the moment, in the present moment, and try and sense where you feel those two energies and the interplay between them. If your mind has wandered, bring it back. Focusing on where in your body you still feel solar energy and where you feel lunar energy. Noticing your thoughts. Do they feel male or female? Action-oriented or stillness-oriented? Notice your emotions. Do they seem aggressive and hot? Or do they seem intuitive and cool? Just notice all of these parts of you. Knowing that both exist, you're just kind of seeing where on the continuum you're resting right now, what the interplay of those two energies is at this moment. Just start to feel back into your body from the perspective of where you are in your environment. Becoming aware of your external environment, the room that you're in, the floor beneath your mat, the temperature of the air. Begin to move your fingers and toes a little bit and deepen your breath. When you're ready, take that deeper inhale, spread your fingers and toes, and as you exhale, relax them. And then even deeper breath in as you stretch through arms and legs, and exhale and relax. Hug the knees in. And then roll to your right side, and if you can, stay curled up on your right side for a couple breaths. And then use your left hand in front of your chest and press yourself up to sitting. So currently, if you were to be able to feel into your energetic channels, your nadis, you might find that you are more dominant on the yin side, the female side, the lunar side, because you just did Shavasana and because I just had you lie on your right side. So if you're kind of interested to see if you can feel this little area on the top part of the webbing between your forefinger and thumb is actually very sensitive. Put that right underneath your nose and breathe out through the nose. You might feel that one nostril is stronger than the other. Just make note of that. So what we're going to do now is a solar breath, Surya Bedana. We're going to do a pretty easy version of it. We're going to be inhaling through the right and exhaling through the left every single breath. You don't have to do a particular count or ratio, but I'd like you to be really mindful of full deep inhales and complete exhales. We're going to use the right hand to block the nostrils. So you can either turn the first two fingers of your right hand down and hold them down with the pat of the thumb, or you can put the first two fingers of your right hand in the center of your forehead. Either way, your right thumb is blocking your right nostril, your right ring and pinky finger are blocking the left. So again, Surya Bedana, inhaling through your right side, exhaling through your left side, every single breath. Okay, off you go. One more breath like this. And now just for comparison's sake, that same area on the top part or the back side of your hand, right between the index finger and thumb, the top side of that little webbing, just breathe onto that through both nostrils again. Notice if it feels different. It should, or it should feel that you're right nostril dominant, hopefully. So just pause for a moment with your nice straight aligned spine. Arms are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Just pause for a moment. Notice how you feel right now. How's your body feeling? You had a rather rigorous practice. Notice how your breath is moving right now. It should be quite relaxed. Notice any thought processes. Notice any emotions that your thoughts have created. Notice what your energy feels like right now. One more time, check in. Where are you on that continuum between solar and lunar, male and female, hot and cold, light and dark, all of those opposites? Where do you sit right now? And bring your palms together in front of your heart. Just taking a moment in gratitude today, perhaps for the heavens, for the sun, without whose light we would not be here, provides warmth and all of the energy needed for plants to grow so that we have food. Gratitude for the moon that helps with our gravitational pull, the tides of the oceans, that reminds us that everything is a cycle, it's phases, and they're all perfect. Gratitude for the stars and all of the other planets, and perhaps most importantly, the space that they exist in, the same space that we exist in. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Palms to the forehead, reminding us to stay present. Palms to the lips, reminding us to speak our truth. And palms to the heart, reminding us to keep our hearts open. To always come from a place of kindness, compassion, and unconditional love. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.